Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a mini Sephora haul. So as you guys know, Sephora had their holiday event last week, and so I picked up a couple of things that I had my eye on for a while. I tend to be one of those shoppers where like I stash things in my shopping cart and then I wait for Sephora to have their sale and then I like go out and buy all of these things that I have been looking at for a really long time. So we have things from Huda Beauty. We have her new Rose Quartz palette. It actually came in this eye and lip essentials kit, so it has brushes and her lip balm in here, I believe, and then I picked up a couple of items from Makeup by Mario, 2 lipsticks and a lip pencil, an eyeliner from Patrick Ta, 2 mascaras, which I'm not sure how we're going to do that today. I'm going to show you, and then a blush from Rose Inc., which is Rosie Huntington Whiteley's new makeup brand. And by new, I mean not that new because it came out a while ago, but I was waiting until the sale to pick things up because bargain shopping. This is the Rose Inc. Cream Blush in the color Heliotrope, which is this gorgeous apricot-y color. And here's the packaging. I'm not sure if I like this packaging.
Looks like a toilet seat.
Does kind of look like a toilet seat. Sorry, Rosie. Here is the inside. The inside is actually quite beautiful. You guys can't see this, but G Brown is nodding his head of approval, at least on the inside, and how it looks. Apply to cheeks, oh, with a brush, okay, and blend upward, add more to build color intensity. If desired, can also be applied to the lips. We won't use it on the lips today just because I have so many other lip products that I want to get to, but let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Oh, that's a lovely color. Ooh, it's like really sticky, but that's a lovely shade. Very apricot-y, which I really, really like cream blushes that are in that color. I'm going to lightly grab the blush with this brush. By the way, I think this is also refillable. Similar to the Vive packaging, it has those holes in the back where you can pop out the pan and replace it, which I like a lot. I'm going to diffuse this on the back of my hand a little before I... Oh, that's so pretty. That's a lovely, beautiful flush. Okay, let's get to applying. I'm just going to tap this on, and I'm blending upwards to give myself just a little bit of a more lifted look. Ooh, that's really nice. And that blended in really nicely. It looks so flashy. Okay, go ahead and repeat on the other side. I do have a pimple that is growing right here, so I'm going to try and avoid it, because that thing does not need more pink on it. It's very pink already on its own. I really like it. It's very natural, gives a very, very nice, beautiful flush to the cheeks. If you're looking for like an apricot-y, kind of just beautiful, like light pink blush, this is absolutely perfect. I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and powder down my face, and then we will be right back to try the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette. I happen to really, really enjoy Huda Beauty's eyeshadows. I think her formula is honestly one of the best out there. And so when she came out with this as her holiday palette this year, I really had to get it. So I guess her whole thing is that with the Rose Quartz, like quartz is supposed to be a very like healing crystal, which I'm not into the crystal thing like that. What I am into though is eyeshadow palettes that look like this. I mean, tell me that that is not... I mean, that's Christmas in a palette right there. Not the colors, I mean, but like, you know, when I think about Christmas, I think about things that like I love, and I love stuff that looks like this. Color stories that look like this are totally my jam. So I will go ahead and insert swatches somewhere in this video for you guys to see while I talk about everything else that came in this little packet. That's super cute. So love the makeup bag. I love that it has a clear top. I always appreciate that because I feel like you can actually see what's in your makeup bag. And then it also comes with 3 of her brushes, her eyeshadow brushes, which we will open up and use. And then also a full size, I believe, of the Rose Quartz Silk Balm Illuminating Lip Balm. So we're going to apply this first. I am probably going to end up wiping it off, but I'll leave it on while I'm putting on my eyeshadow just because I want to try the Makeup by Mario lip products. So this is gorgeous packaging though, by the way. Huda Beauty always has amazing packaging, just it's really, really well thought out. This is actually quite a thick formula. I'm not sure I was expecting that. It feels more like a gloss than really like a lip balm. When you swipe it on your hand, it doesn't look like it's very pigmented at all, but it definitely gives you a bit of a sparkle on your lips and kind of looks quite a bit more pink. But it does feel very hydrating, so I guess there's that at least. All right, let's go ahead and open up the brushes. These are nicely weighted. I feel like I've been trying a lot of brushes recently. In case you are interested, I did review a full brush set in last week's video, which I will link below. So it comes with an eye shade brush, an eye smudge, and an eye blender. I'm not sure I like the shape of the eye blender for when I do an all over transition shade, but I do think that I'll like this. Like you can see, it's more of that, like, it's got more of a flat shape, kind of, in a way. It's not quite circular, it's more ovally, I guess you could say. So I usually use something like that for when I'm doing that like C shape that I always do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now and let's get playing. So the first shade that I want to talk about, she has been doing this formula recently where it's like a gloss and it's like really weird. It does kind of look like a petri dish, but we're gonna go ahead and swatch this one because I just want to know what it feels like. Oh, that's really interesting. It's like a glitter topper, but I don't really know if that's supposed to go on top of the eyeshadows. So according to the back here, it says you're supposed to use the Pearl Gloss Hybrid on bare lids. So I don't think you're supposed to put it on top, so we will not put it on top of the eyeshadows. Maybe we'll do a spotlight eye today, yeah? Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go in with Radiate first, which is a lovely mauve shade. So far, it's blending out really, really smoothly. Feels very, very similar to her other eyeshadow formulas. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and use her brush. I'm going to use the eye blender, and we are just gonna go straight, I think, into, I think Precious. It's kind of a bit of a, it's got a great bit of a gray shift to it. Ooh, these brushes are so soft. Picked up really, really nicely. And let's just go ahead and place that. Okay, these brushes are really soft. Holy moly. Sometimes it's a good thing when your brushes are this soft, sometimes it's not. Sometimes when they're too soft, it almost makes it a little bit harder to control where the color goes and where you like fluff it, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you want really, really a little bit of a stiffer brush so that when you place pigment down, you can really see where you're putting it. This one is quite a bit softer, really good for if you want a very diffused look, but if you're trying to do precise work, I don't think that this is going to work for you. I'm going to just go for it anyway though and get the spotlight eye started. I think our spotlight eye is looking pretty good right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take this marbly shade here, Self Love, and we're going to take that on the back of the eye shade brush. I do think her marble shades are always really, really fun to play with. Like you can see as you start mixing those colors together, it kind of turns into something a little bit different. I think she's really done a very, very good job of revolutionizing the eyeshadow world. I feel like her eyeshadows are just, they're really easy to work with for one thing, and then they are very innovative in how she's doing things just a little bit different. Like her eyeshadow palettes don't look the same as everyone else's, if that makes sense. Like I feel like when she comes out with something, it's always got a little bit of her design and her shift to it, so I really like that. The other thing that's also pretty cool is that I believe she designed this month's Ipsy box, which I should be getting in the mail sometime. This is just going to be a very like Huda focused month, which I'm okay with because her products really are most of the time quality. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take that more glittery, it's almost like, it's like a duochrome glitter, Moon Magic here, and we are going to place that right on the lid. This is really beautiful. I'm just going to tap this on top to give myself a little bit of extra spotlight. Wow, that really amped it up, didn't it? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, there are just some people like just make eyeshadows and they're like so good. Oh. Okay, so we've pretty much found the palette that I'll be using for the rest of the holiday season. Great. Did I need more eyeshadows palettes in my life? No. Actually, maybe that's an idea. Would you guys be interested in seeing a declutter of eyeshadow palettes in like January for the new year? Because I've been thinking about going through all of my eyeshadow palettes and talking about why I will keep some and then finding some that I can kind of part ways with and talking about why I'm willing to part ways with them. I will not be parting ways with this eyeshadow palette, by the way, forever. This will be in my life forever. All right, we're gonna go ahead and smudge out the bottom liner. I'm gonna add some eyeliner and then we'll get to mascara. So I did pick up two different mascaras. This is the Urban Decay Lash Freak, which has this crazy brush on it. It looks like a comb. And then I did pick up Rare Beauty's Perfect Strokes Mascara Volume. Rare Beauty is Selena Gomez's brand. Here is the Lash Freak. That is a bright neon green color. And then this is the Rare Beauty. Let's take a look at the brushes. Pretty typical shape that we know and love. That's cool. And then I think this is the one that's going to be a huge shocker. Here's the Lash Freak. Oh my god. All right. Can you guys see that? It literally is like a comb, and then there's a little bit on this end, which I'm assuming this little part of it is so that you can really get into your lower lashes. Yeah, let's go. You know what? I'm just going to go Lash Freak because I really want to see what this does. I'm so curious about this brush. It's just so interesting. I've never used anything like it before. Wow, that's like extreme volume and not very separated. Okay, so I liked it a lot more on my right eye. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can kind of get that comb to really work through the left side, because it's just a little bit clumpy, although it does say that it is extreme volume, so perhaps I should have known what I was getting myself into. Alright, this mascara is not for the faint of heart. This is for if you want major lashes. I mean, it definitely has quite a bit of volume to it, and it is definitely showing up. It's not my favorite though, and now I'm having a little bit of remorse. I kind of wish I had tried the Rare Beauty one. But what I'll do is I'll definitely use the Rare Beauty one on a Mascara Monday, or, well, okay, so I switched on my Instagram channel over from Mascara Mondays to Makeup Mondays, but I do still feature mascaras every once in a while, so I will definitely save the Rare Beauty for one of those. I would definitely say, like, my lashes look huge. They're definitely very, like, volumized. They're just not as separated as I normally like. I forgot to use the Patrick Ta eyeliner, unfortunately. This is in the color Deep Bronze. It doesn't really go with, unfortunately, the eye look that I am doing today, but at least let me swatch this and show you guys what the color looks like. Here's the packaging. Standard Patrick Ta rose gold packaging. Did you guys just see what happened here? It's broken. Let me show you what the color is, at least. Here it is in Deep Bronze, and this baby is going to be returned. Okay, sad day. That's right. Okay, we'll move on to things that hopefully are not broken. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about lips. We are going to be using Makeup by Mario's Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Liner and then two of his lipsticks. It comes with a sharpener. I love it when lip pencils and eyeliners come with a sharpener. It just makes it feel like a very expensive, like, luxe experience, which is really nice. So on one end we have the lip pencil brush. Careful not to ruin any of the bristles there. And then on the other end is the pencil. This is in the color Hugh. I'm gonna go ahead and Here is that shade for the lip liner, which for me is actually probably going to be kind of like my lips, but a little bit darker. And then the two lipsticks that we picked up are in the color Sierra and Kate. Gorgeous packaging, by the way. It's in his signature white packaging with the By Mario on the lipstick bullet, which is nice. Just a very peachier kind of a orange lipstick. And then Kate, wow, quite a bit deeper too. We're gonna do the lip liner first, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll use Sierra to kind of lighten it a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this, what I feel like I did choose, that was a really nice trio. Like, I feel like this lip liner will work well even with this shade, in terms of like if I want kind of a deeper, more sultry look, and then it'll look well, it'll look good with the Sierra color as well as kind of like a nice brightening effect, like right in the center of the lips. I really do feel like lately I've been choosing like My Lips But Better on all of my lip pencils. I really need to start branching out a little bit more. I think I am going to go with Sierra. I just want to see what happens if I use this as kind of a lighter shade to just brighten this up a little bit. And then I am going to go ahead and use the brush on this side. That is not the brush side. Use the brush side on the pencil, and I'm just going to kind of bring these colors together. Okay, definitely got a little bit warmer than I wanted it to, but I do really like how this looks. All right, let me go ahead and set down my face and I'll be right back to do a quick recap of everything that we tried today. Okay, our first impressions of our Sephora haul today is complete. Let me go ahead and talk about the winners. For me, definitely the Rose Ink Cream Blush. I really, really like this. I think this actually is a very cool product because I ended up putting on a little bit more after I powdered my face because I just feel like it kind of covered some of that initial blush color that was super beautiful. I layered it on top of the powder. It went on beautifully. Didn't feel like it was grabbing strangely. It definitely just, I'm kind of surprised honestly that it worked well on top of powder because usually creams don't work well on top of that. And so but I wanted to try it because I was like, okay, let's see what you can do. And it definitely works really, really well. I really like it. Very, very natural flush, which I like in my blushes. The Rose Quartz palette, honestly, like, I knew I was going to like this just because Huda Beauty really does have the best eyeshadow formulas. I am definitely going to be using this for the rest of the holiday season. I really, really enjoy a nice kind of a cool toned mauve look for the holidays. Plus I love the packaging. She really just does a nice job with her packaging. Her eye brushes were pretty good, I liked them quite a bit. They're just quite a bit softer and a little bit fluffier, especially this eye blender brush. I usually prefer my eye blender brushes to just be a little bit more stiff in a way. I don't know, a nice blend of both stiff and soft, just so I feel like I'm not fluffing that color everywhere. This will be really nice if I just want that nice wash of color, but I won't use it really for precision work. However, the smudger brush is a really, really great tiny little brush that worked well for that. And then in terms of the Silk Balm Rose Quartz, I really, really liked this. I like how it felt on the lips. It wasn't like a sticky feeling. It just kind of felt like it was sitting on top and nourishing my lips, but the color threw me off a little bit when I first put it on. But it's interesting because on the back of my hand, it still shows as more clear. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyway, in terms of the mascaras, so the Urban Decay Lash Freak I think is going to take me a little bit longer to get used to. I will say my lashes look pretty awesome in the camera right now, or so as I can tell from the display. I think it looks pretty good. I will let you guys know what I think about the Rare Beauty mascara in a Makeup Monday on my Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, feel free to head over there and subscribe or follow, I guess, so that you can watch those on my Instagram stories. And then the Makeup by Mario, I really so far like how my lips look. I think this looks very, very pretty. It's very comfortable. Feels like I'm wearing nothing. I think the color is really, really nice. Very, very pigmented. Compared to my favorite Vive lipsticks, I think they're just a little bit of a different formula. Hers definitely feels more like a modern matte. This one is kind of like a velvety finish, if that makes sense. The product that I'm most depressed about, even though I didn't even get to use it, is the Patrick Ta Deep Bronze Major Dimension Precision Gel Liner. I'm really bummed that it came broken, so this one is going to go back to Sephora. Perhaps one day we will try his eyeliners again. Other than that, I think for the most part, this is a pretty successful haul, I think. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Thanks again for watching. Bye! So this is the Rosing Cream Blush in the color Heliotrope. It says, Heliotrope, no. Holy moly. Bless you.